Hey, what's up, everyone? Glad John Doe got my Jade reference. What's up, Kuro? How are you doing? Welcome. I sent the go live tweet out, so ain't nothing to it but to actually hit go live. So here I am. Get my nostalgic playlist going. I started putting together a playlist of some of my favorite video game music, but then I was like, oh, this leans pretty heavily towards one genre and towards one series. So I was like, it's probably better if I just leave it to the professionals that make these on YouTube. I say professionals. Other people who put together the compilations. If you read the tweet, I got some new brushes to try. These are Golden Maple. I've heard this brand before, probably on Reddit. My spot here is really dirty. Hang on a second. Professional playlist arrangers. Yeah, the real content curators. What's up, Insectoid? How are you doing? I might need to get a new mat. You can see where resin and alcohol has kind of like rubbed away at the colors, and then I've also had resin dry on here, so I've got bumps. Not that I think bumps will affect what I'm doing a whole lot, it's just getting dirty. But it's being well used. And it's doing its job, protecting the desk underneath it. Yeah, so Golden Maple, I heard this brand was pretty good for painting miniatures, but for whatever reason, I may not have paid too close attention. I ended up buying a set that had these giant brushes. We have a 4, a 6, 8, and a 3. But I do have large pieces like this base, so maybe maybe having a couple big brushes won't be too bad to have. The base is still looking pretty good. I've put a little bit of paint here and there on the pieces. I really need to get the sides. I don't know if the camera will show the... Yeah, you can kind of see the brush strokes on the sides there. So we just need to clean up the sides of the yellow and the orange, and this piece will be pretty much done. But we're getting there. We're almost done. Since last time, I finally started putting base coat colors on the pieces I had to reprint. So all that black is going to be silver. All that, I think this is orange on this piece, because this is the top half of her torso. They connect like there. Pretty sure it's orange. I have a bunch of Gigi refs up on another tab, just so I don't get the colors wrong. Job hunting does suck. Not that it's hard to find them, but can't focus long enough to finish applications. Yeah, and you're going to do the application only to go in for the interview to answer all the questions again. Hey, what's up, Procstream? How are you doing? Hope you had fun at the range. I saw your tweet earlier. My weekend was good, productive, and unfortunately that means I didn't get to stream. But I did tweet saying I will stream at least once this weekend, and here we are. We're going to do one stream. I don't know. After my tech... I was away for a week for training, and then I was away for at least a week for tech issues. And it's like taking 2 weeks off of this just like kind of takes me out of the whole mood of streaming. I don't know what it is. So even though I've been trying to get back into it, it's just been hard. The Etsy store has been popping off again, so I've had to like focus on, printing, cleaning, shipping parts. I finally finished the triple part, and then I got 3 more orders, and I had someone else hit me up for... he pretty much wanted one of everything. He wants 7 prints for me. So I've been, focusing on that stuff. Oh my god, it's Orpheus. What is up, dude? Finally caught a stream. Hey, yo, I haven't been streaming a whole lot, so it's not like they've been hard to miss. But hey, since you're a Dota guy, I finally calibrated my rank in Dota. I am Crusader 3 with my Dazzle main. I was like spamming all Dazzle and then one Lion game to get there. Oh, that's your goal? Wow. I think I got carried most of the way since I was just like, I'll spam hard support because no one else wants to play that role. And then I just get carried. But I don't think I'm a bad Dazzle. Just getting my shallow grave timings down. Dazzle main. Well, I was playing a lot of like Ogre Magi and who else was I playing? Silencer support, which is bad. And then I was like, okay, what if I just heal bot as Dazzle? Like, I can't screw that up, right? The only thing you have to worry about is timing your... Not even your ultimate, just your W. And then the rest of the time is like right-clicking on people to, you know, scare them out of the lane. I do like the stats at the end of the game where it's like I'll have, you know, 33,000 points of healing, and then you look at the damage dealt, and I can fully negate the damage dealt of like 1.5 to 2 characters. So even though I'm doing less than 10k damage, I'm, you know, out healing the damage of 2 other characters on the enemy team. My brother mained Dazzle before he turned traitor and played League. Yeah, I want to play Lion. I think is one to be the next support I want to learn. Just that way I can... The spell is called Finger of Death. But we just say, I just want to finger people. Okay, so I have a couple parts that I previously damaged, so I had to reprint them, reprime them. So the goal tonight is to get just base layers on them. So pink where we're going to put yellow, orange, or flesh, and then black if it's going to be black, or black if it's going to be silver. And then her hair, I finally have, she's got 2-colored hair, so I have refs of where the brown and light brown is going to go. And yeah, hopefully I can get her base colors down, the rest of her base colors down tonight. That's going to be the goal. So that is the objective tonight. I will admit, I got gifted Slay the Spire 2, and a lot of my time was taken up playing that, and I should have streamed myself playing Slay the Spire 2, but I was kind of just like enjoying playing the game at my own pace and not having other people around, or not like doing it to an audience, you know? Horrible streamer mentality, I know, but that's all that's been going on. Is that a pill bottle? Yeah, it used to be a pill bottle, but it's out of pills. So now what I use is I have Prit Tack, and I can hold a piece, so I'm not holding the head and like getting all my grimy fingerprints around on it. So I use the sticky tack to hold her to the top of her head to the top of it, and now I can paint the head without touching it. You'll see people in 40k, they'll drill little holes and maybe put like paper clips in the holes. Long time ago, I used to work at a game store, and we had leftover chess pieces, like spare random chess pieces. And what people will do is they take a rook piece, because it's, you know, it's a good cylindrical shape that you can hold in your hand, drill a hole in the top, glue a paper clip sticking straight up, and then the part that you're painting, you drill a hole into it, and then you can insert the paper clip and hold the piece, and you can paint around it without having to hold it and touch it and get paint on your hands or smear the paint. So anyway, that's the logic for gluing her head to the top of a pill bottle. And there's a method to the madness. Okay. Man, the one brush is kind of thick. I don't know if that's what I'll start with. Start here. Trying the golden maples for the first time. Put these separate from the other brushes that are all used up. Alright. So she's got like spats, and then she's got a belt, and one belt is yellow, one belt is orange. And then we've got a little bit of thigh, so we're going to paint the thigh pink. We'll paint the belts pink, and then everything else will be black. So that's the goal. Enjoy the game, don't be like the guy. So I raced the guy. When he started his Regent run, I started a Regent run. I beat the game in the time on that Regent run, in the time it took him to get to Act 2, or maybe even like a couple fights into Act 2. Sorry, her key is a little too big to grab with these. Do I have a spare pill bottle? This piece might actually be benefit from me doing this. I do. What's up, Joe? How are you doing? I'm hoping the Jenkins stream start back up soon. Yeah, after Dream League, it's been kind of dull over there. I saw that he did another Herald review, and I'm just glad that I hit Crusaders, so I'm not in Herald, so I don't I won't show up on a Herald review video. There we go. I think I need to pull my game just a slight bit out. There we go. Playing Final Fantasy 14 while I'm on my other monitor? Hell yeah. Pasitya is living in Saudi Arabia. I'm believing there's missiles. Haven't heard from him. Oh, hopefully he's okay. He's one of Jenkins' mods, right? I recognize the name. I don't know if he was a regular or a mod. He needs to wait for the chat to tell him what to do. I was losing my mind watching him play Slay the Spire 2, because I was counting. And by counting, I mean I would hit the backspace on the YouTube player to count how many 5-second intervals. This dude spends over 120 seconds, 2 minutes, looking at the card reviews to figure out which card he's going to add to his deck. And he adds every card he comes across. It never once crosses his mind that, you know, maybe this is a skip. Hey, have a good night, Orpheus. Glad to catch you for just a second. Hopefully I'll see you in Jenkins chat one of these days, whenever he's back. Ah! Okay, this might not... Maybe this won't work as well as I thought. Water out of the way. So we're going to start with pink, because if we get it onto the black region, that's not a huge issue. We can easily paint that over. This isn't going to work. I thought it was a good idea, but did I see the Ralph madness? I saw... I didn't get the whole story. I saw he got arrested, let go, and then missed his flight. That was the last thing I heard, was flights were missed. He missed 5 flights. Like, are you even trying to get on a plane if you miss 5 flights? Body cam was funny. It's his brain doesn't work anymore. Yeah. Hey, what's up, mercenary? How's it going? The 5th, he was too drunk and they escorted him out before he could board. So is he still in the States, or did they like throw him in the cargo hold? It's like he's drunk, he won't notice. What was he even doing in the States anyways? I didn't think he could come into the States because he has multiple warrants for his arrest. Oh. Twitch censored you saying porn star. That's not nice. We like porn stars. I'm a gooner. Person of adult of adult entertainment, yeah. Have you checked your site, Twitch? Yeah, you're not allowed to say porn star, but take a glance at the just chatting category. Twitch is really weird. I saw someone get banned for repeating verbatim what another political streamer said. And I don't want to get into the politics of the statement. I just find it funny that one streamer who's popular can say something, and then another streamer can echo word for word and end up with a permanent ban. What another streamer said. So kind of interesting. I think I'd just like it if a website had clear-cut rules and everyone had to follow and play by the same rules, and there wasn't this class system of who does and doesn't get banned. But what do I know? That makes too much sense. Bought some new cards released past 2021. Allows me to upgrade my existing decks. Hell yeah. Now I need to repack them and send them off for signing. Yeah, hopefully those get signed and not stolen from me like your other cards. I knew literally as soon as Twitch got big that they play favorites. There's your viewing audience, and then there's your boss if you're a Twitch streamer. Well, it used to be that you had partner managers to like, kind of like rile it, ring in talents and be like, okay, look, buddy, you're gonna need a 1-day ban. You can't say this. You can't do this. You can't say bits is real money. Like all these different things. Hey, what's up, Nabil? How are you doing? Just woke up. Nice. I got all my chores out of the way, so now I'm free to stream. And since I still have this commissioned I need to finish, that's what we're focusing on. Did I finish the Guts statue? No, Guts is third in line, so it's going to be this Gigi print, the Rias Gremory print, which is going to look awesome if I can paint it the way I have it envisioned in my mind. If I can make that happen in reality, it's going to look awesome. But if I can't, I might not be able to do the fishnets, and then it's not going to look as awesome, but it'll still look pretty good. And then it'll be Guts. And then the Guts will be a giveaway. But I think I might try to see if there's a way I can limit the giveaway to just US people. Because the Virginia statue went to someone in Belarus, I think was the country. And I have no clue if it even made it there. I have no clue what condition it went in. And I have no clue if the person who won even is subscribed on YouTube, because I can't force the giveaway entries to subscribe. I can just point you at the direction of the YouTube channel and say, hey, please, if you don't mind. So, you know, it was fun to do the giveaway, and that's why I want to do another one. But I don't want people just to sign up just to get something for free, and then, you know, why do I have this anime statue? What am I going to do with this? I don't even like Unicorn Overlord. Putin probably has it by now. Well, hopefully Putin likes my painting. Maybe he's a secret weeb, and he'll hit me up and be like, hey, you got a... Trying to think like what a based character that Putin would ask me for. Actually, I don't even think I could send Putin a statue even if he asked me. I don't think I could, even if I wanted to. I don't think I would want to. That would be a little weird. Putin, if you're listening to the stream, I'm 1/8 Ukrainian. You don't want to. You don't want me to paint you anything. All right, that should solve it, guys. The KGB agent listening to this already went back. Sir, I'm sorry to say he is Ukrainian. Okay, don't care that it's messy because we're going to paint black over the messy parts. Like the Saudi prince who's an anime profile picture. Shoot. I'm just thinking of too many jokes, and I kind of find the one that's appropriate. Yeah, I think I could paint something for a Saudi prince. I don't think that'd be an issue. He could just pay me in gasoline, right? I have a refinery not too far away from me. I'll just show up with a barrel and say, hey, make this into gas. Put it in my car, please. I don't even think that could make it through customs. It'd be like, what's this? Why is there a barrel of oil going to some guy? Says thank you for the Hololive statue. Griffith to go with the gut statue. Oh, yeah, I could see Putin doing that. Maybe Putin does have a Behelit or whatever that's what it's called. Behelit? Behelit? I don't want to mispronounce it because mispronouncing things is totally guy behavior. Okay, I looked it up, and hopefully I'm not wrong. But she's got, like, Iron Man style gems in the palm of her hands. I said gems, you know what I mean. So this is going to be orange too. But orange doesn't paint easy, so we put pink down first. Okay, and I think it's orange in the recess parts here. Let me double check. I do have a Griffith and a Casca I could print to go with the guts, but yeah, I was right. It'd feel weird to do all three and give away all three and then have three different people win. Pretty sure this is Kirby and the Crystal Shards. Found a YouTube channel that does video game quizzes. So I think one of these days we might just do a watch along and see how many we can get as an audience. I was in a Discord and we were playing it in Discord. It was pretty fun. Turns out there's a lot of games for systems that I didn't even know had been created or existed. Oh, shoot. Somehow my thumbprint got on this. All right, it's been storming here quite a bit, so if I suddenly disconnect, it's my power went out. Just a heads up. Diddy Kong Racing. I like how the balloon popping is part of the soundtrack. But it makes sense. You pop balloons to get power-ups in that game. Stupid dunces in your city don't know what they're doing. Bro, it's so... That was such a weird rant about him complaining about the weather. Like they had planned for the weather to be bad and didn't... Tone deaf, yeah, absolutely. The roads are better than Connecticut roads, sure, buddy. Zanchi, Virtual Atelier, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the workshop. Cool name. Hopefully you like the Atelier games as well. If you do, you're in the right place. I've played a bunch of those. But now I'm working on my own creations, my own personal alchemy, I guess. Yeah, if that sounds like fun, Insectoid, that'll probably be something... Oh, shoot, I'm getting pink all over the place. It doesn't matter, because... How do I screw this up? What was I gonna say? Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot of setup to do, and I think it can be a lot of fun. The other weird thing about the weather for the guy was him uh sitting on his battery backup, just wasting it on dead air. I am doing well. I plan to buy one of them. Do you know which one? And may I make a suggestion? If you don't know which one. My friends are recommending me Sophie. Hell yeah. Sophie's a great one. I didn't start with Sophie. I started with Ryza. So I have a bias slightly towards Ryza. I don't know. They're both great games. They've both been redone, so I think both of them have English voices now. I think when they do the DX versions or the XD versions, wherever they call it, they add English voices. You can't go wrong. Both are great. I'm looking at my Atelier merch on my shelf. I think... I don't know. It doesn't... I think they're both great. You're not going to go wrong. I think the story on Ryza, I enjoyed maybe a slight bit more because Sophie 1 was kind of do a lot of nothing, and then the bad guy eventually revealed himself, whereas in Ryza, the stories it kind of hooks you in a little bit earlier, a lot earlier, I should say, and keeps things moving. But yeah, I think they're both fantastic games. And I started with Ryza, so the crafting mechanics in Ryza made a lot more sense to me than... I mean, Sophie's makes sense too. I just ended up preferring Ryza's better. Oh, keep that in mind. Hell yeah. Okay. Hair time. Oh wait, no. We'll keep doing base layers. So... gotta be careful of the zipper right here. This is gonna be red on the inside. I don't know if the collar of it is red too. But then it's like kind of two-tone where it's like yellow. And then this part is orange. So we're gonna paint a lot more pink. And then some red. And then I'm gonna double check my reference. Is the collar of the inside of her hood red too? I think so. It is. All right, I found a good shot. And then the zipper teeth and the zipper will be silver. All right, let's use a slightly bigger brush since we're painting a slightly bigger area. We go all the way up to a 1. We'll go to a 0. I think that makes sense. I don't know how or why when they size brushes, they do 3/0. Someone smarter than me probably knows. Or a quick Google search. But mathematically, it doesn't make sense. The nice thing though about these brushes is since there's more length to them, they hold more paint in them, so I don't have to keep coming back and dipping as much. Okay, I'm gonna try to hold this in a way where I don't break the zipper off, and also paint. We can't put too much water on this. So I did have a pretty kick-ass week at work, even though it kept me busy, so I didn't get to stream as much, but finding some opportunities, getting back into sales again is feeling pretty good. And if I can nail this project I'm working on, be a pretty big feather in my cap. Just means tomorrow I have to spend all day on spreadsheets. Kinda sucks. I was also thinking of this idea too. Something that we do in sales for a couple of the companies I worked for is we'll have these like stand-up meetings where I don't know why they call them stand-up meetings, but the idea is you're supposed to share like successes, and you're doing this on a group call so that way everyone else can hear the success too and get ideas from how things, how you approached an opportunity and how you ended up closing it and all the steps and all that. Chance to ask questions. I don't know. It always just seemed like a good way to like spread forward momentum and positive energy to the rest of the team. So I was trying to think. I don't want to say podcast because I feel like that word's starting to lose meaning because it's like everyone and their cousin has a podcast now, right? But doing a shorter stream where we just I don't know, share about good things happening. It might be too much of that toxic positivity energy, though. Like, okay, it's too trying too hard to be positive. I like that better than the Q&A segments my old job had. That went about as well as a certain guy's Q&A. Well, the reason why it works in my industry is because there's different products that go into different industries, different sectors. Or maybe there's like a new product that's come out and you don't know how to position it. So when you hear that someone sold a certain gadget or gizmo, you go, oh, well, how did you, start that conversation? How did it go? That sort of stuff. So I just like the energy of them a lot. Because I'm pretty new to my company and my role. I'm not new to, industrial manufacturing, but I'm working for a new company, so the products is new to me. So I have to learn how to, approach customers that I might have talked to in the past, but with a new product line. Since I'm repping a different company now, So I find them incredibly useful. These kind of stand-up meetings. I don't know, with job, working out, relationships, maintain, all the work that goes into maintaining equilibrium in your life. It's like, man, I don't know if I can dedicate a 3-hour stream as much as I used to. So I was like, okay, well, what if I reduce it to like 1 hour, 2-hour stream? I was like, well, yeah, then it's more manageable and more possible. I'm just trying to think of other things because I know all I've been doing lately is painting. And I don't know how exciting gaming would be. Get it? Do you get it? So, yeah, that's where I was like brainstorming you can do the video game quiz one night. We can do a little positivity podcast. That's not what we're going to call it. I don't want podcast anywhere near the name. I mean, one of the important things about sales is differentiating yourself from your competition. Horrible way to look at it for YouTube streaming. I mean, not horrible because you can collaborate with people. You don't have to view them as competition. But in terms of growing, it's like, all right, you got to think outside the box a little bit. So I was trying to come up with different ideas than just painting or playing games. And I think most nights I could fit in, even if it's short, just an hour painting stream wouldn't be that bad. Especially since I have a lot of projects I need to get through. If I set aside time to do it, it will eventually get done. Whereas if I leave it alone for a week, then it never will get done. And then maybe eventually I can get back to editing. That'll be the day, right? Did anyone get that Toxic Commando game? Was that any good? Someone had asked me about it, and I didn't even know what it was. So I wasn't sure if anyone here's gotten it, tried it, played it, or even heard anything about it. Because my newsfeed has been pretty much all Slay the Spire. Never heard of it. Well, that doesn't bode well. Okay. Almost done with the pink layer. What's up, Cross? Yes, this is Gigi Murin from Hololive English Justice. As a commission for a customer. I didn't design the 3D model. That was by Remy Sculpts, but I printed her. Boat goes Binted. I mean, I could prove it's her. I've got her head with her gremlin grin right there. I've got the star base. The gauntlet. Her shoes, which I need to finish. Actually, the part that looks the most Gigi that I've got is her arms. I need to fill in the silver still for the vents and the zippers. But we're getting there slowly but surely. Mario Party had such a good soundtrack. Alright. Let me paint the inside of her hoodie red. Hey, thank you very much. Yeah, the shoes need a little bit more work. I gotta get the gold for the talons down and more of the kind of like silver. Like the inside behind the lace is supposed to be silver. The ring is supposed to be silver, and I think the side, and then she has like she also has a vent on the back of her feet. So a little bit more work to be done on those. But yeah, we're getting there. My wet palette was a little too wet. I just put some red paint down and it just ran through the whole thing. Excellent. The part that I'm worried about is when I go to ship her, is this little zipper piece. It's just this flimsy piece of plastic sitting out on its own. I've never painted a model before. I've heard that if you go over models with gray, it'll make good shadows. You might be thinking of what's called zenithal lighting. I think what you do is you prime it black first, and then you do kind of like a gray around the outside, like simulating light hitting it. And then naturally, the gray primer will reflect more of the light through to make those colors look brighter in lighting. And then of course, the dark black primer won't reflect as much, so those colors will look darker. I prime in white though, because they're anime figures. I want the colors to be bright and popping. I also have a glossy lacquer that I spray everything with when I'm done, so it adds a little bit of a sheen to it. Yeah, I have gray primer. I haven't really experimented with it much, because my idea was thinking of priming it gray at first and then doing the zenithal with the white. I might do that with the gut statue. You know, he's a giveaway model, so we can experiment on that one a little bit, right? Since this is a commission, I kind of just want to stick to what I know and not try to go out of the box a whole lot, because I don't want to ruin a piece or set myself behind and have to reprint something. I also have a couple pieces I want to do for myself, so when I get to when I get to those, maybe we'll try to experiment a little bit more. It's really funny. I was showing someone one of the pieces I want to print for myself, and it was my Asuka, and I had her spear already glued together. It comes in 3 parts: her hand holding the middle part, and then there's the head, and then the base. All 3 glued together, and it fell over. I was like, oh, it's just a wimpy little piece of plastic, and it broke itself on the ground on my carpet. Oh, it's almost bedtime. Hey, have a good night, Cross. Thanks for stopping by. And thanks for the good luck. We'll hopefully we won't need it, but I appreciate it. It'd be really cool if I take a picture of the finished project, tweet it out, and then Gigi sees it and tweets it or likes it. But other people have painted this same model, so she's probably seen this one before. Hey, what's up, Exodus? How are you doing? All right, got all the red done there. Yeah, we've been going for about an hour. Wow, it doesn't even feel like it. You're doodling? Hell yeah. I saw Clip Studio Paint 5 as an update. It has some really cool features on it. I think it'd be fun to mess with that, to doodle with that. Okay, another spot we need to put pink. So this is Gigi's tail, and she's got a yellow, a white, and then a yellow. So of course the 2 yellow spots we got to paint pink. And the black is mostly, we'll need another coat. It's not perfect coverage. Good thing is the sculptor raised each of the layers, so there's like a little half step in between each color layer, so it's going to be pretty easy to follow the lines on this. I don't have to freehand it as much. And anywhere we screw up, it'll be easy to clean. I see the new Pokemon game, Pokopia. I heard about it. I think I saw it was the same developers as Dragon Quest Builders. That's about all I know about it. I didn't watch anything on it. I haven't watched anyone play it. Kind of been... Oh, the new mainline game. No, I guess I didn't know there was a new mainline game already coming out. I saw there was another Pokemon clone coming out. Picklemon or something. Wind and Waves. Okay. I don't even know if it's called Picklemon. It looked like another Pokemon with guns. So it seemed like, oh hey, if Pal World can get away with ripping off Pokemon, why don't we rip off Pokemon too? So I think Nintendo's worst nightmare is here, where the lawsuits failed, and now other people have been like, oh, maybe we can get away with it too. Endless Pokemon derivative slop now. Yep. That's okay. Maybe we'll get a good game out of it. I like Pal World still. I'm still playing Pal World. Okay, time to do the tricky part. Gotta try to carefully put a layer of black on the white here. It looks mid to me. It seems like Sun and Moon with the vacation-esque motif. I don't remember playing Sun and Moon. I don't think I played Sun and Moon. I don't know. The last couple Pokemon games I played just haven't been that exciting, so. Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet, I think, were the last two I played, and it's just been. I played them so late, too. Like, not even during, like, the hype or anything, and it just feels like I'm drained already. Seen a lot of gay guys into Pokemon for some reason, but I think it's just my bubble. Or I don't know if it's just my bubble. It might just be your bubble, Insectoid. Most of the people I know into Pokemon are children. They felt very corporate, I guess. I feel like the last good Pokemon game we got was Black and White. But I might just be having, you know, nostalgia lenses for the DS era. So I'm being real delicate with the black here, because if I go over the line, it'll take a lot of orange paint to clean up. The last two I played was off an emulator for Gen 3, then didn't progress past there a while. Okay, I might use a slightly bigger brush. This is taking longer than I thought. I only have to do it 4 times. Maybe it's not that long. Okie dokie. The only Pokemon game I'm playing right now is the Pokemon Shuffle game, which is pay to win off of the 3DS, and the other all the Detective Pikachu games. I didn't know there were Detective Pikachu games. I thought it was just a movie. Everyone heard of Pokemon Channel and Pokemon Pinball? Those were some interesting spin-off games. I liked Pokemon Pinball. I thought the concept was fun. You're playing pinball with a Pokeball, and when Pokemon show up, you try to hit them with the pinball. It made sense. It was cool. I like pinball games, so I guess it worked for me. I guess he also had the Mystery Dungeon games too. I never played those, but I heard those were pretty popular. I still have Pokemon Pinball for the Game Boy Color, but the save battery is toast. Oh no. I don't think I ever had it. I think I either rented it or borrowed it from a friend. Mystery Dungeon games I think were better than the mainline games. They were more challenging. Interesting. Were they more? They were more RPG-esque, right? Or maybe not. Man, speaking of RPGs, I need to get back to Clair Obscure. They were? Okay. Every time your team died, you lose all your money and half your items? Oh, jeez. And they were dungeon crawlers. Okay. Maybe I should have played the Mystery Dungeon games. I'm sure there's a way I can legally find a way to play them. I don't know if the later titles are better or worse. You'd think if they made a few of them that hopefully they were good. I can carry you in ranked now. Oh, for Marvel Rivals. I'm in Big Silver on PC. Jeez Louise. Gotta get your mouse and keyboard skills. If it piques your interest, the battle system of Pokemon use a grid system like Fire Emblem. Dude, I don't know what it is about grids, But seeing a game with a grid system just activates my almonds. Excuse me. Detective Pikachu, when it launched in Japan, didn't have everything on the cart. It would be released section by section. And due to the Fire Emblem Fates backlash, it added delay to the launch. Oh, good. They learned from that piecemealing of a game. Wasn't popular. Sorry, I'm trying to realize I've been painting in my face and not where you guys can see it. By being particular. Do you think we'll ever get another Donkey Kong game? I have 220 hours in Hulk and I feel like a fish out of water and mouse and key with him. I think you can get that. You can develop that. It'll just take time. How is your new computer, though, by the way? I can't believe you bought a new computer in the year of our Lord 2026 with all the... Hey, what's up, Soren? How are you doing? With all the weird pricing and stuff going on. Only 2K for everything? Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I think if I have if I have issues again, I might end up going with a pre-build in the future. I might just fork over the money and be like, you know what, I'm sick of the headaches. Someone else figure this out. Yep, this is Boat Goes Binted. We're working on Gigi Murin. My goal tonight is to get the rest of my base colors down. So that way, hopefully soon I can put the real colors on top, and then we'll get onto the details, and then we can be done with her. And when I say finally done with her, it's not that I'm trying to rush through this to get it done. It's just my customer has been very patient with me. Has waited multiple months for me to get this far. So I'm trying to focus. I'm Mick Bernstein. Oh, okay. I do recognize that name. Did you make a new account or just change your name? Changed when YouTube forced the username change. Boo. Was a weird update that they forced. Hey, what's up, Luminous Dave? How are you doing? Fourth Hololive concert just got announced. LA again. Yeah, I had someone ask if I was gonna go because they're like, "Oh, why don't we meet up if you go?" And I'm like, I can't afford to go. LA's so expensive. Plus, I got another medical bill to pay. I'd go to New York City. I like New York. But I live in the Midwest. I mean, we need shows in Chicago. There's like 4 concert halls in Chicago, and they don't get any of the cool stuff. I think one time they had the League of Legends. It wasn't Worlds, but it was a qualifier tournament for Worlds, and we went to the Chicago theater to watch that. That was cool. But it was like the only time in my life anything cool has ever happened, like close in my backyard. Indianapolis isn't far either, and there's like 5 concert halls there too. Nothing cool comes to Indianapolis. Well, there was the one orchestra that was doing the Final Fantasy arrangements, and I almost went there. Except it was all music from Final Fantasy 14, and I was like, oh my god, I don't play 14, I don't care. But if it was going to be an orchestra doing like 4, 6, 10, 7, of course, I'm like, alright, I'd be there for that. But nope. Unless you enjoy Gen Con. Gen Con's alright, but I went like 2 or 3 years in a row, and it's felt like the first year it was awesome because I'd never been before, and then the second time it was like, okay, this is much like the first, and then the third was just not enjoyable. Hey, what's up, Cyberwolf? How are you doing? We're making good progress on the painting. It's because it's Chirac. They won't go there, and in the Midwest, we get looked down on for events. Yeah. And unfortunately, Indy these days isn't much better than Chicago. Shaq, thank you so much for re-upping your apprenticeship for 13 months now. Over a year. Thank you, thank you. Does Bob Mayer show up to that event as often as he makes it out to be? I'm not sure. Finished my 5th playthrough of Resident Evil 9. I'd guess that you like that game then. '14 has good music, but they should have done all the music. Yeah, it would have been cool if they did. I mean, I would have accepted some 14 music if there's other music sprinkled in, but the orchestra is like, oh, we're only doing Final Fantasy 14. I was like, I'm not going to buy tickets. Or they made geographic faults in the middle of the USA, breadbasket, not much else. Yeah, but you know what we have here in the Midwest? It's affordable. And nothing ever happens except a tornado every once in a while. There's no borders, there's no coasts. Except a big wildfire across Nebraska and Texas. I said the Midwest. Texas counts as the South. Nebraska. Oh, Nebraska and South Dakota. Okay, never mind. Those guys are getting... Aren't those wildfires coming from Canada, though? We got Buc-ee's. Oh my god. I love Buc-ee's. I don't get to drive into Kentucky or Tennessee that often, but anytime I do, I'm gonna make it a point to stop at a Buc-ee's now. What's happening in North Dakota? I think. Do you have Wawa? I do have Wawa. Yes, I do enjoy Wawa as well. But Wawa's, unfortunately, I got to be honest. Wawa has nothing on Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's, I counted. They have 200 gas pumps, 200 spots so you can pump your gas, and there's a line to pump your gas. A wall of beef jerky. It has everything that you could want. All sorts of food, drink, alcohol, camping supplies, clothes. I mean, it's really like a one-stop shop for any sort of like travel vacation kind of thing. Can you buy bullets at Buc-ee's? I don't think they could sell guns. I think that'd be a problem. But could you buy ammo? Like if you're going on a hunting trip, because they have like the gas stoves, the tents, all the other camping supplies. But like, what if you're going on a hunting trip? Could you get? I don't think so. Yeah, that might be a problem. There might be weird regulation stuff with selling ammo. Depends on the state. Yeah, exactly. What's crazy is there isn't a Buc-ee's in my state, but if you're driving down one of the interstates heading south towards, Kentucky, you'll see a sign advertising Buc-ee's, and it's like Buc-ee's 350 miles south, and it's like, okay, thanks, I'll keep that in mind. I'm not driving that far. But it's crazy how there isn't one in my state, but they'll advertise the next state over. Oh, 3-day watch or stream streak. Thank you, Cyber. Sorry, I'm focusing, so I'm not even listening to the music. When I brought my partner to Buc-ee's, he loved it so much we got shirts and merch every time we visit. Hell yeah. Craig was telling me in her state there's a sign that says your next Buc-ee is this miles away, take the trip. The other thing that's nice about Buc-ee's, it's got to be, hopefully it's a good place to work for, because they advertise like pretty interesting, I say interesting, horrible word, pretty decent like hourly rates for working there. Oh, and I will say, absolutely the cleanest bathrooms of anywhere I've ever been in my life. Have I heard of Vintage Story? Name sounds familiar, but I couldn't tell you what it's about. What's the biggest predator animal y'all got? For Alaska, it's polar bear first, ground grizzly bear fighting for second. I don't think I have wolves, but I definitely have coyotes. That might be the biggest predator. It's a black game focused on survival, has a chiseling system to tickle the creative bone. Okay. Yeah, the bathrooms were immaculate. They're like fully locked, enclosed, single room stalls. But it's not like a stall where it's like the ceiling is lowered and the floor is raised so like you can see people's feet underneath or anything like that. No, it's like fully go in, lock it. They have lights over all the doors so you can see which ones are occupied and which ones are open. I mean, it was top notch. Coyotes are more dangerous than wolves, in my opinion. Well, wolves are bigger, so that's why when you're saying biggest predator animal, I'm like, yeah, a wolf would be pretty big, but I don't think I have wolves in my state. But we definitely have coyotes. I think I even have coyotes in my city. I think I've seen one in my neighborhood once. It was really creepy. So I'm walking Rocky in the neighborhood. And keep in my neighborhood is like just one main road. So there's a highway, and then there's one road that comes off, and then there's little smaller roads that pop off for each of the little the apartment buildings. So I'm walking down the main road, and the main road has like a lake. And unfortunately the maintenance around here sucks. So like none of the street lights work. So we're basically walking in pitch black. And minding our business, Rocky's sniffing, we're walking, he's sniffing, we walk in. Then I see like something, not quite a cryptid, but we saw something big and white on all fours just go whoosh across in front of us. And Rocky turned around and pulled me the other way. He was like, yep, we're going inside. I was like, okay, you smell danger off of that too. We won't push our luck. We'll just head indoors. But I can usually walk him all the way to the highway with no issues. And like 2 and back is like 2 miles for us. So it's a decent walk. Good exercise for us both. But on that particular night, we saw something. We just saw whatever that was. And he was like, nope. And we just noped back inside. We're not doing the horror movie trope and investigating that. Yeah, I don't know what Rocky. I don't think Puggles make. I mean, he's a big wimp, so I don't think he'd do much fighting. But he might have recognized, like, oh, wait, hang on. I would be food to that guy. Let's leave. Yeah, I can't think of anything else that would classify as a predator. Any that I'm aware of. Now you've got me curious, though. I'm going to Google search it. See if we do get bears. Or wolves. There are no established residential populations of black bears. Okay. Gray wolves do not have an established breeding population. Okay, I'm safe. No wolves, no bears. Yeah, when you Google search biggest predator in my state, Google says coyotes. I guess the other thing that would be freaky is if you had wild boars roaming your state. What was I doing? Oh, I was finishing the leg. The only wolf you have to deal with is this open in chat. Yeah, thankfully he's preoccupied with Resident Evil 9 rather than trying to eat me or my dog. So, Insectoid, you mentioned gators. Have you seen that guy who does the YouTube shorts where he goes into, like, the Everglades and he, like, barefoot, by the way. This guy's insane. But he goes into the swampy parts of Florida barefoot and, like, grabs and, like, hauls away all, like, the invasive, like, lizards and snakes and stuff. Yoink? Yeah, that guy. It's like, oh, look at this gecko. Yoink. No, that sounds so scary. This dude is, like, insane where he's just like, all right, tell me where the python is. Come on, Mr. Gator. He actually doesn't even call him... He doesn't call them gators. I think he calls them, like, swamp puppies or something. Like, he's just got, like, cute nicknames for all the critters in the Everglades. And it's like, I find the geckos, some of the snakes, you know, some of those are cute. But when he's talking to a gator, I mean, like, I mean, you gotta be, maybe you're blind in one eye or something, but I mean, like, they're covered in all, like, the scales and bumps and everything. They're not cute. Gators are cute? No. I don't think so. But I find some spiders cute, so maybe I'm crazy. Heard they taste like chicken. Bro, I have seen, like, the redneck, what do you call it? Redneck barbecue or whatever, that stuff. And there was one channel where this guy prepped, like, a whole gator. And I was like, okay. I know my stomach is, like, made of glass, right? Like, it can't handle anything. But I would love to try gator once in my life. I have eaten gator before and it does taste like chicken. Hell yeah. Hey, what's up, Peregrine? Good luck with Gigi. We grimming out. Yeah. Any new vegan cheese? Oh, wait, Dave, you haven't heard the news. So, turns out I was misdiagnosed 3 years ago. So, the condition that I thought I had that meant I couldn't eat eggs and dairy, I don't actually have it. So now I can eat regular cheese like a normal human being again. We've been cheesing it up lately. Probably need to eat more egg. Cause that's healthier. But you know, I've been without cheese for so long. I was like, all right, we're gonna go all in. I dealt with vegan protesters on Friday. That sucks. None of the vegan plastic anymore. Yeah. Still can't eat red meat. I still have that condition that prevents me from eating the red meat, but that's okay. Red meat's not that good for you anyway. I've just been eating so much chicken. You have no idea. It's been so much chicken. I need to eat more fish. No red meat means you're gout free. Yeah. How's that gout? Yeah, I also don't have the diverticulitis, so I've been misdiagnosed twice. So I'm not seeing that doctor anymore. I'm not seeing that GI anymore. Oh, hell yeah. Dave for the $10 super chat. Let's effing go. Cheese for the win. Yeah, I ordered a sandwich the other day. I need to stop eating DoorDash is the other thing. But I was like, oh, what kind of cheese do you want in your sandwich? And I was so used to skipping the cheese. But then I was like, oh, wait a minute. Hang on. American, Swiss, provolone. Hang on. There's options. Time to consume all the queso. Yes, I have been eating more Chipotle and putting sour cream and cheese on my Chipotle because I couldn't do sour cream before either. It's really hard to eat Mexican food without sour cream. I don't know what it is, but I don't know if that's traditional or not. But for me, I kind of just mash black paint right there. I gotta have sour cream on my tacos or my burrito or my nachos. It's the beans. The beans demand the sour cream. You guys can strike that on the bingo card. The food talk. We hit that part of the stream. $20.26 bingo cheese. Yeah. I also still can't do spicy. And I have this like I don't know what you call it. I think it's an adobo blend. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I just know it's not written in English. And I got this in the clearance section at my grocery store. And I've been putting out my chicken, beans, and rice that I've been making lately. The kind of like latest workout slop food I've been making. And whatever chili flakes or peppers or whatever in that is way too spicy for me. So I've had to dial back on how much seasoning I put on my chicken from the spice blend and just use regular salt and pepper. Give you an idea of how little spice I can handle this. Is it tagine? No. I know what tagine is. This is a little bit different. Unless it's like a knockoff tagine. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing tagine correctly. I know what tagine is, though. But this doesn't have any lime in it. Or at least I can't taste any of the lime. I think tagine has lime. Would ketchup be considered a jam or a jelly? Can't eat ketchup, so tahine. Oh, it's the J's are like, so it's like Jesus instead of Jesus. Tahine. Anyway, I'm not pronouncing it correct. That was the white guy pronunciation there. But I'm pretty sure tahine has lime in it, and whatever seasoning I have does not have lime in it, as far as I can taste. Okay. We got the leg mostly done. We're going to have to put a little bit more orange down, because the orange is a little thin, but we'll do that another time. Rest. Okay. Gotta get her other black sock. Leg is looking pretty smooth. Maybe one more color of skin tone for a more smooth coverage. Up close you can see a little bit. It's a little messy. But on camera it's gotta look pretty good. Pepper X is the spiciest pepper we've made so far. Dude, anything spicier than a banana pepper is too much for me right now, which is a shame because I even like banana peppers. Or at least I used to. Oh, speaking of discovering new culinary things, uh, Stella's zero alcohol beer tastes great, almost like the real stuff, and it does not upset my stomach. And I don't get drunk off of it. So it's like a win-win-win. It's perfect. I heard weird news. Some scientists made a biocomputer run and play Doom. Yeah, I don't know if they made it run Doom, but I think they made a biocomputer play Doom. Like they hooked it up to a Doom client to play Doom. But yeah, we're getting one step closer to the Robo Brains from Fallout. I was thinking of RoboCop. I need to rewatch that movie. What a dystopian future where you die on the job and they put you back together so you can clock in for work the next day. Then you think about it, it's also how Deus Ex Human Revolutions goes too. Adam Jensen gets almost murdered in a terrorist attack. And they're like, hang on, let's experiment on him and fill him up with all the cybernetics we can so that way he can go right back to work for doing security for our company. I didn't ask for this. I need to play that game again too. Holy cow, was Human Revolution such an awesome game. Hopefully it's aged well. You never played it? Oh my god. You know, now that I think about it, it's got like a little bit of a Metal Gear Rising Revengeance undertone to it. Because like it's like corporate espionage, terrorism, global warfare, trying to control the population. I usually stay away from a lot of the cyberpunk stuff. Oh. I don't know, there's like, you can, it's got a talent tree system so you can upgrade different cybernetics to different degrees. You get a couple of really cool ones. He's got one where he can punch through walls, which is awesome because one, you can use it to punch through walls to find secret caches of items, or you can punch through walls to grab the guy through the wall and pull him into a chokehold. Amazing employee health plan to bring back someone as a cyborg. You have the, oh my god, did they call it the Icarus system? Which is the, if you start falling from a certain height, your whole, you got like these hidden jetpacks and like your limbs are in back and stuff, so like it slows your fall to a gentle landing. Maybe one day I'll play Cyberpunk just so I have a katana build and pretend it's first person Sekiro. No, the thing you do in Cyberpunk is you get this, the time dilation implant, and then you do throwing knives, and then you pretend you're Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Zawardo! Just the Sand Devastator, thank you. Which was the plot point of the Cyberpunk anime. To To be fair, if I got to be a sexy cyborg in 6 figures, I'd work for anyone. Dude, some of the implants they had in the Cyberpunk 2077. Yeah, 2077. I'm not getting mixed up with another game, am I? Anyway. What the hell was I saying? Oh, they just had good implants, but like my first playthrough of that game, I did a corpro start, and in like the very beginning, you get like disgraced, and they take away all your implants. But I mean, like, you're getting like news updates to your brain. You know, like it's got like real-time monitoring of your hormone levels in your blood, like your cortisol and shit. Excuse me, cortisol and stuff. Which is just really funny because of the recent memes of like guys going into stressful events and they're going, oh, his cortisol spiked. Anyway, that all gets ripped out of your head when you get fired. Enemy has 3 broken ribs, femur, and 1.5 arms. He lives, so it's non-lethal. It's like the people who did the math on one of the Batman games, where Batman can like battering, like the grapple battering around a dude's ankles and flip him over. And it's like, yeah, if you did that in real life, he'd break your neck. This is not a less than lethal takedown. Does a fully or partially cyborg reproduce in Cyberpunk 2077? No. I think what you'd have to do is if you were gonna go full cyborg, is you'd have to like freeze your sperm beforehand. But one of the characters in the game, I can't say the game because it's like a TTRPG and stuff. One of the characters has like a war body that he does all his work in, and then on his free time he downloads into like a more normal cyborg body so he can go like literally fuck around and other stuff in the more human normal body. But in the game you only encounter him in the war body, I think. I don't think you see him in his recreation body. Isn't there a cybernetic that melts your brain and fries you while you go gorilla mode? I mean, you can like hack people's cybernetics and fry their brains, yeah. Can cyborgs get drunk? I'm trying to remember the intro scene of the Corpo. I think when you go drinking in that scene, like when you ingest the alcohol, like the heads-up displays like showing your blood alcohol percentage and hormone levels and everything all changing as you drink. In Ghost in the Shell, the cyborgs can get drunk, but when it's time to like go to work, like if they got called onto an emergency, like their system could immediately flush all the alcohol out of their bodies and they're just boom, I'm ready for work. Like you could get plastered at 5:59 in the morning and clock in at 6 o'clock, and your body would just go whoo, and just like process everything all at once and just drain it out of you. Yeah, I should rewatch Ghost in the Shell. That's a really good anime movie. And yes, I am holding Gigi's cake right now. No hangovers, yep. I think in Ghost in the Shell, one of the drawbacks is you really can't swim because your body's like 500 pounds because of all the metal in it. Did I see there's a new Ghost in the Shell coming out? No, this is my first time hearing of it. Is it a movie or another series? It's actually really funny. I didn't know for the longest time, I knew what Ghost in the Shell was, but I didn't understand who the creator behind it was. And then it was like, oh yeah, I think the correct name is Shiro Masamune. I was like, hang on, why do I recognize that name? And it's like, oh, hang on. I've seen other projects that weren't as popular because there were 18 plus projects of theirs. And it's like, oh, well, good for them. And then I've come to discover that there's actually a lot of anime that's the creators started off as hentai artists. It's a show? Okay. Hopefully it's good. I like the Ghost in the Shell universe. I think he became an hentai artist post Gits? No, there's no way. I'd have to look at the timeline. Because I say GIF, not GIF. I'd have to double check it, but I mean, like, you have the major get naked so often in Ghost in the Shell that, like, had to have been a hentai artist first. I don't know. The only other two that I know of is the creator of Hellsing was a hentai artist before they did Hellsing. And then Don't Tease Me Nagatoro, that guy is also a hentai artist first. The Nagatoro guy. Yeah, he's made some really wholesome stuff. I can't say that seriously. Gotta love creators' humble beginnings. Yep. Hellsing, I understand looking at Police Girl, but Nagatoro? Dave, I'm going to do you a huge favor. Do not look up that guy's other work. Just... Nagatoro did start as a lewd visual novel. Wait. Did it start off lewd? I thought Nagatoro was like more of his normal creations. I'm sure there's others that I'm just not aware of or not coming to my head right away. Nagatoro was a character of his before the series. Oh, okay. I wasn't, but since you told me not to, I'm trying to save your sanity. I mean, this guy's got... It's kind of out there stuff. There's an isekai that came out recently that started as a hentai. It has a dark elf. Might have to check that out. I like dark elves. That's a good one. I read the manga. What's it called? Safua Moko are doing the ending song for that vending machine isekai anime. Huh? I don't know the vending machine isekai. See, my problem is, I say I like anime, but that needs to have like an asterisk next to it where it's like, I'm very picky with the anime that I like. And I don't watch a lot of stuff because it just doesn't hit right. Yandere Dark Elf, gotcha. Apparently it's good. The guy who makes it is a huge vending machine autist. That's incredible. That'd be like a guy making a show about model trains or something. But yeah, like Freyrin, Dandadan have been really good and kind of what has kind of been my litmus test for what's good and what isn't. Yeah, Berserk's good, but I think that's a hard one to get into. And then my other problem is I have a hard time getting into shows where like I've seen the trope done already. So like, oh, you know, it's like, oh, William, you'd like Sword Art Online. I was like, no thanks, I've already watched Dot Hack. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, it's the same premise. You get trapped in the video game. One Frame Man, dude, they did One Punch Man so dirty. Oh, we're gonna get Chainsaw Man, the Assassin's Arc later this year. Pretty excited. Part 2 ends in the manga this month. Headbutt my microphone again. I got the new book came out at the beginning of this month. I grabbed it, read it already. Story is crazy. I love Chainsaw Man. I've not seen Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I wish people would stop harassing the Gachi Ukata woman. I don't know what that is, but yeah, I don't like people harassing people. Ume Pochi, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the workshop. Yeah, Chainsaw Man's still going on. And hopefully, it's the ending of part 2 this month, but I don't think it's the end of the manga. But I don't know what else is going on with the story in Chainsaw Man right now. I've been watching the new Samurai Troopers. It's crazy to see something from my childhood get a gory reboot. Hell yeah. I need to finish reading Gantz. My wife got it for me for Christmas, and I got like halfway through the first book, and then I put it down and got distracted. I need to pick it back up. What's the one anime with the evil Power Rangers? Dragon Ball Z. The Ginyu Force. Huh! You had Raccoon, Jace, Birdo? What was the last guy's name? I can't remember the 4. Go-Go Loser Rangers? That's what it's called? I've never heard of that. Oh, Go-Go Loser Ranger. Okay. Speaking of Power Rangers, there's an anime about a guy who tries to become a Kamen Rider. Or is a Kamen Rider, or like a wannabe? I don't know. I'm not into Kamen Riders, but the anime looked cool. Oh, I need to catch up on Kaiju number 8. I remember reading the first book and thinking it was pretty cool. I'm watching the first few episodes. The premise is neat. It's like Attack on Titans in a different way. Attack on Titan, not Titans. The idea where the main character gets the power of the the bad guys that he's supposed to be hunting. Who's my Hololive Oshi? I'd probably have to say Mori. I have the most Mori stuff of all the Hololive stuff. I have a Mori statue. I have the Mori wine glass. I have a Mori card. I have a couple other gizmos from the other. Like, I have an Amelia plushie. But I like Mori a lot. I go back to her music all the time. And the Off With Their Head song is like one of my get out of my brain worm funk moments and like get back, like try to get myself back on track and focused and motivated. I hate having ADHD. Dude, I think I might have ADHD with how I start and stop projects so much and how easily I get distracted. I know my brother recently got diagnosed and his life's improved a whole lot. I remember when I was younger, getting a hold of Adderall without a prescription, and when I was taking that, how much stuff I could just get done in a day. But I could not sleep when I was taking that stuff either. It was really bad. Probably not very healthy. Not good for your heart either. Hey, what's up, Kai? What's up, Reggie throwing a potato? Even though he knows I can't eat it. He's pill streaming. Pills here. It's empty. I should fill these with like jelly beans or something. I'm saving these so I can, use them as grapples or, grabs for the parts. But I've got 3 right here. Another one. The other ones I have on my desk actually have pills in them, so I can't show you those. Then you know what I'm taking. And they still have the labels on them. But cool. I hate how fun Magic is. Dude, Reggie, we should play Magic. I love Magic. At least I've been playing like a little bit of Commander. I haven't played anything real in a while. All right, sorry for it being a short stream tonight, guys. I do have work in the morning. So we're going to wrap things up here. Yeah, just a couple 2-hour stream. Couple 2-hour, what am I saying? Got a lot of... I didn't get to the hair. That sucks. But I got the pink down that I wanted to get down, the black that I wanted to get down, the red that I wanted to get down. Actually, it feels like I didn't get a whole lot done. Was I painting really slowly? No, I got to get out of my head. We got done what I wanted to get done. So that's got to be what it is. I look into Adderall side effects. I'd rather be on ADHD than take Adderall. Jeez. Yeah. Drunk on Pop, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. Sorry to be wrapping things up when you show up. I will, if we like the video game quiz show, if I don't do that this week, we'll definitely do that here soon. I'm still going to be focusing on painting Gigi because I need to try to finish this commission. Hopefully in the next 2 weeks. I'd love to have her done by the end of March. But there's not much left to do, thankfully. It'll be hair, gauntlets, shoes, covering the pink and the oranges and yellows it needs to be, and then putting some stuff together. Yeah, I think we're almost done. And then just like, details here and there. The face is going to take the most time at the end because I'm going to have to do all the details of like the eyes and stuff. And I'm going to have to, I don't know if I have to mix the paint or what I'm going to do for her eyes. She has weird like pinkish red. I have pink and red though, so maybe we can make it happen. Anyway, I'll try to stream more often, even if they're just short streams. Me going 2 weeks without streaming is kind of not what I want to be doing. So let's find a couple people to raid. I had it on the... I hate YouTube. Found it. Okay. Oh, speaking of Mori, why don't I just send you guys to my Oshi? She might still... I don't know when she ends her stream. And then... Who should we raid here on... Twitch? I'm going to give Twitch a quick refresh to see who's live. I don't know if those are current. Let's see. I'm going to go support my fellow old man. I'm going to send you guys towards Almanitas. He's playing Timberborn. So be sure to say hi to the other old guy. And say hi to Maury on YouTube. And then have a good night, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hopefully you guys had fun. And I'll try to have a new schedule out tomorrow. And like I said, even if it's a short stream, I'll try to stream a little bit more often. Okay, that's all I got. Take care, stay safe, stay out of trouble, make good decisions. Have a good start to your week. Hopefully the Mondays don't get you too bad. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.